And I know that's why you're doing this podcast and,
Yes.
everything you do. And I know you're going to talk about that. But for me, when I was down and having those depressive episodes and no one, you kind of feel like you are literally going crazy, because if it wasn't other people they try and be nice, but they'd have this toxic positivity thing. Oh, don't worry. They're in a better place. And I'm like, shut your mouth. I didn't ask you that. At my face. People mean well, but it's just like, or they don't allow you to grieve. They think 2 weeks after the funeral, you should be over it. Or they think, you should just get yourself together. And I'm like, but who told you that? Why is there's this narrative, which is actually quite harmful? Again, it feeds into the strong Black woman narrative, which again, so don't cry. Imagine being at a funeral and people telling you, don't cry, don't let them see. Why not? That's the most appropriate place to cry. Thank you very much. For me, a culmination of all those things. And I just thought there's people out there really suffering in silence. And it's a natural gift that I have, for empathy and picking up, reading between the lines. So for me, that informed my practice, my work. So obviously I'm a social worker, work on a psychiatric ward. It's my job to set the captive free, quite literally. So my friends, they mocked me. They said, so all those crazy people, you let them out? I said, yes, I let them out because they don't need to be in bondage anymore. They need to be free. I need to be free. And so whether it's grief counseling, the psychiatric work, I actually became a coach, well-being coach, because we who work in the hospital, in the community, looking after people who are disadvantaged, no one really looks after us. So I thought, we work, they work us, and I thought we have to get off the plantation. So there needs to be something. So I typically coach women, just like us, who are, so they're professional women. They've been through some stuff, and they often feel that they're not good enough, because that's what grief and trauma can do. Despite our best efforts, we can be left feeling broken. Yes. We've been rejected. You start to wonder who you really are, even if you've, had it, even if you were that person before. So anyway, I just decided, and that's why I wrote the book. I just didn't want anybody to have to suffer in silence, as I say. And that is why I do what I do, because it's awful. That place, I know and my grief is different from your grief, but it's an awful, isolating place where everything is challenged.